When I moved into this abandoned house with no electricity and no connection to any source of power, I knew I would need to install solar panels one day. But I also knew that it might be expensive and it might be difficult, and the main thing that I knew is that I knew nothing about it and I had no idea where to begin. All I knew about the electricity at that point is that when I touch the switch, the light comes on. Fast forward to today. I have installed my entire electric system myself. It stores energy in batteries and it can be charged by electric generator that I have or solar panels. I have electricity at home normally now, just like I had in my apartment in Kiev, and it covers all my needs. Now, after I have put the entire electric system myself, I understand what I was lacking to do it before. I was missing the very basic understanding how the damn thing works. And in this video I'm going to talk about very basic things without knowing which. It's impossible to install it yourself. Now I think that this stuff should be taught in school. Actually, I don't know, maybe it was taught in school. I wasn't a very diligent student, to be honest. Just as a disclaimer, it never was my intention to do it myself. Initially, I went to the local solar company and asked them for a quote. They asked me a few questions about my house, how I'm going to use the electricity, which tools I'm going to use, which appliances I'm going to have to design the system for me. They made a proposal and I don't know, maybe it was wonderful, amazing, fantastic, I do not know. Because when I saw the total with a note that the price is the subject of change, and it doesn't include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I saw the total, I understood that I just can't afford it. I just couldn't afford it. I think for someone who can afford it, it's not a bad idea to pay to someone to do it for you and to get busy with other things you are interested in this life. But it wasn't my case. So here is the video how I put together the entire electric system for my house that works beautifully, without any previous experience, without previous knowledge, and without any special tools. So when I bought this house, it had no electricity at all. It was abandoned for 30 years and no one lived here. And it wasn't connected to the grid, of course.
By the way, when I said there is no electricity in the house, it's not exactly true, because here in the shed there is this thing, I don't know what it is, and it goes to the switch over here. And then there is a bulb. I'm very curious how this thing works.
The very first thing that I've purchased here was the portable electric generator. By the way, I have a video about how to use the electric generator properly and how not to use it. I will link it above. I used this generator to charge my phone, to charge my laptop, to be able to work normally as a programmer. And I also used it for power tools, for jigsaw, for chainsaw and all other tools that I'm using here in this house. And it worked beautifully, except of two things. First, every time that I needed to charge my laptop, I needed to start a generator. And it's a little bit of a hassle to do when you need to work. And second thing is that while charging my laptop, while running generator, I used only the fraction of the energy that was generated. So this generator has 2.7 kilowatts of the power that it generates. And to charge my laptop, only 65 watts is needed. Usually I would put my laptop and 2 power banks on charge, and each power bank is one charge of the laptop. And in total it's 200 watts, right? But it's just about 5% of the entire energy that generates the generator, and all the rest goes to waste. So it was extremely expensive to use my generator just to charge my laptop and power banks. Also, I got tired of driving to the gas station all the time to buy gas in tanks and then to put this petrol into the generator and all this hassle. This is because the generator doesn't store the energy. It generates the energy, but it doesn't store the generated energy, right? So I was thinking how I can store more energy. Maybe I need to buy more power banks. I hate temporary things. So I was thinking, okay, is there a way to make a system that I can use right now with generator that I can reuse later when I have solar panels? For someone who understands the topic, it's a funny question. I understand this. But at that point, I didn't understand and I didn't know the answer to this question. The answer to this question, yes, of course you can. Why? Because basically every energy system consists of three parts. One part is the source of energy, another part is batteries where the energy is stored, and the third part is brain that operates all the tasks, right? So the source of energy can be anything. It can be electric generator, it can be solar panels, it can be windmill, whatever, or it can be the grid if you're connected to the grid. In my case, it can use generator or solar panels or whatever else I would like to connect to it one day. But at that time, I didn't know this and I had no idea how the system works. So I remembered that during blackouts in Kiev in 2022, when it was the first year when Russia was attacking our electric system, and we had no light in our homes, no electricity and anything, I came across one guy that was talking about how to make like emergency set for your home that would store energy while there is light. And he was talking about all this in plain words for people like me who don't understand. And I looked for him again. I found his YouTube channel again, watched all his videos on this topic, and got a little bit of understanding how the system works. But for my level, it wasn't enough to design the system myself. So I reached out to him and asked him to help me with this. And he was so kind to reply to me and to help me with all this. And he designed the entire system for me. All parts that later I would just need to put together. And also he shipped everything from Ukraine here to Spain for me. So this is the system. Now I understand how all the things work, and in case I would need to do it, I can replace inverter, I can replace batteries, I understand which part does what. But at that time, it was super helpful for me that someone with knowledge would design everything for me. For anyone who is doing it for the first time and doesn't have knowledge how to do it, my greatest advice would be to find the person who can help you to do this and be along with you during the entire process. Without this person who helped me, I don't think I would be able to do it on my own. I will show my system now. It consists of 3 batteries. Each one of them is 6 kilowatts. And in total, it's 18 kilowatts of energy that can be stored and then reused. It consists of batteries, bus bar, and inverter, and then cables and generator. So each one has 6 kilowatts of energy in it, right? Can store 6 kilowatts. And in total, it's 18 kilowatts that I can store and then reuse. Then there is this Victron distribution system, which is basically a bus bar, positive bus bar and negative bus bar, right? And then here is inverter that does all the thinking. So every battery is connected to this distribution system, plus to plus, minus to minus, right? And then inverter with the same cables is connected to the same distribution system, plus to plus, minus to minus. This distribution system has Bluetooth app, and inverter has Wi-Fi app. This Bluetooth app lets me see the details of consumption right now in real time, but the app for inverter lets me see the details, the statistics, and the accumulated knowledge about the system. I have 18 kilowatts in batteries. The power for batteries means how much energy you can use in total. The power for inverter, I have inverter for 11 kilowatts, means how many appliances I can plug in at the same time. Having 11 kilowatts in this inverter means that I can connect appliances that consume at the same time 11 kilowatts of energy, and it will handle it. For example, in my case, electric oven is 2, then microwave is 1, then chainsaw is 2 also, it's already 5. Then I can switch on at the same time another electric oven, another chainsaw, and another microwave, and it will be 10, and it will handle it. Now, how do I charge my batteries? This white cable goes into inverter. This is to charge my battery from generator, right? So I start the generator, I plug this into the generator, and it charges my battery through inverter. I have the alternative way to charge my batteries, the power block over here, that I can connect to generator, and it will be faster than through inverter. So I have 2 ways of charging the batteries. One way is through inverter, and another way is directly the batteries without going through inverter. This is faster, but this has less potential. It only can charge 1.7 kilowatts. So there are 2 ways, and now at the moment of making this video I already have solar panels. This goes for solar panels. I will talk about it in the next video. But in the beginning, during the first 3 months after I installed all this, I was using only generator. I didn't have solar panels. Now I have solar panels that are going over here, and another set of solar panels that are going over here. And this is the switch for the solar power. Here I have what people usually have in their homes, the switches for the house. It's very simple, very basic now. It will get more complicated with time when I get more wires inside the house and more lights and everything.
Here is how I have put everything together. Honestly, the hardest part was to make this stand for the inverter. I used an old bed that I found in the house for this.
Whew, gosh, these things are so heavy. Like, this doesn't look like it's super heavy, but it's 7 kilos maybe, and this one as well. So I fix it on the wall. It's sitting there firmly, and now my task is to put cables that will connect this system with inverter. This is minus, this is plus. So everything from everywhere that is minus going on this level, everything that is plus going on this level. Those wires start fires. So we want to make sure that we do not have loose wires here. Alright, here is everything that I need, and I'm going to connect my batteries to inverter now. Plus, we'll go here. Okay, so I'm connecting. I have cable here, and then I need this, this, and this, in this order. Cable, then this, then this, then this.
And to put the entire system together, it wasn't that hard, because I had everything prepared for me, all the schemes and everything. I just needed to put it all together.
This is Bluetooth to get the app working on the phone.
I only used the screwdriver and wrench for these works.
Oi! That's why I need... Look, that's why I need gloves and goggles, just in case, because right now I accidentally pressed on one of the batteries and it switched on.
I have my breakers behind it turned down so that energy doesn't go up, but coincidences like this can happen. That's why I need to protect myself. Alright, let me turn this off. So, inverter minus over here. And then here, and then here. Well, I'm going to turn it on and to try it out, and if everything works fine, I will put the cover over here, and I'll go have a cup of coffee. This is fixed, all cables are connected. I think so. Let's check again. All pluses here, all minuses here. Nothing is loose. Great. Plus, minus. I'm going to turn on batteries and turn on inverter and check out if there is no explosion. If it works, there should be power over here and I will be able to charge my power bank. And this will be the end of this project. Okay, I'm turning it on. I turned on 3 breakers. Then I'm turning this on. Alright, they're on. I can see that blinking. Not sure what it means. This is under the current right now, this thing. I'm going to turn this on. Magic! Magic! Beautiful, and it's charging. Nice. So it works. It works. And I'm going to turn this off again, put the cover, and clean it up. This wire connects inverter with generator, and this one connects charger with generator. So there will be 2 streams of energy from generator to charge batteries. One stream goes through this wire, inverter batteries, and another stream goes through this wire, charging block batteries without inverter. This is to be able to charge battery as fast as possible. I remembered about another thing, Wi-Fi module. It lets me access the inverter settings in the app on my phone. This Wi-Fi module connects to router and it sends data online, and then I'm able to receive the data in my app.
So this is my system. I put it together myself without any previous knowledge and without special tools. It might be difficult, and I would recommend that you find a person that can be along with you during this journey and can help you and advise you. But it's quite possible, it's doable. This system can be charged with generator. That's how I was charging it for 3 months. And it can be charged with solar panels, which I'm using now. I have bought solar panels later and I have connected them myself as well. It was easy, by the way. But this is another story for another time. Bye!
The funny thing is, this place is designed for gas stove. Gas stove was over here, there is air, ventilation going up to the roof, and this place is for gas bottle. This was designed like 50 years ago for this countryside house to cook food on gas stove, and now it's
electrical system here. And not just electrical system, but autonomous electrical system, the energy that you are taking from sun. Like, look how nice everything is fitting in here. And as there is ventilation there, I will put wire from solar panels through this ventilation. And it will be easier for me, as this is in the middle of the house, it will be easier for me to put wires around the house. Beautiful place.